Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we read diving deep into a story that will send chills down your spine and make you question everything you think you know about justice. Picture this: a stormy night, an old forgotten library groaning under the weight of countless untold stories. Dust motes dance like tiny ghosts in the single beam of a desk lamp. This is where we find Ahmad, a man in his 50s, lost in the pages of an old journal. The storm outside is a symphony of chaos, but inside there's a fragile peace. That is, until the heavy oak door creaks open, a sound that cuts through the patter of the rain like a knife. A figure stands silhouetted in the doorway, a woman cloaked in a black hijab, her face almost entirely veiled by shadow. She moves with a silent grace that's both haunting and deliberate. The air grows thick, heavy with unspoken history. She glides closer, her presence filling the vast empty space between the bookshelves. Ahmad looks up, his concentration broken. He squints, trying to make out her features in the gloom. Her voice, when it comes, is a ghost from the past broken by grief, yet sharpened by years of bitterness. "You know me, don't you?" It's not a question, it's an accusation. Ahmad's breath catches in his throat. His face, once calm, now registers a flicker of dawning horror. He knows that voice. He knows what she represents. He thought that chapter of his life was buried, locked away like one of these forgotten books. But some stories refuse to stay on the shelf. Some stories bleed through the pages of time. She doesn't wait for his answer. Her hand emerges from the folds of her cloak, and in it she holds a faded, yellowed envelope. It's stained with a dark brownish-red smear-old blood. A relic of a tragedy. "You stole everything," she continues, her voice gaining strength, each word a hammer blow against the silence. "My life, my husband." The air crackles with tension. The storm outside seems to hold its breath. Ahmad's hands begin to tremble, rattling the fragile pages of his journal. The past isn't just knocking on his door. It has broken it down and is standing right in front of him, demanding a reckoning. He manages to whisper, his own voice a pale imitation of hers.
"Why now?"
It's a question born of desperation, a plea for a logic that no longer exists in this room. He's asking for mercy from someone who has none left to give. He's asking for a timeline that makes sense, but her timeline is one of pure, unadulterated pain that has been festering for decades. The world moved on, but for her, time stopped on the day that envelope was stained. She lets his question hang in the air, unanswered. Instead of words, she offers a different kind of reply. From her cloak, she draws an old menacing pistol. The metal gleams dully in the lamplight. It's not a threat. It's a promise. Her voice is no longer broken. It's as firm and as cold as the steel in her hand. "Justice never came," she states, her gaze unwavering, locked on his terrified eyes. "So I did." A deafening crack echoes through the library, a sound more final than any thunderclap. Ahmad jolts backward, a look of shocked finality on his face. He collapses onto the floor, his body a dead weight. The journal he was holding slips from his grasp, its cover snapping shut with a soft thud. It's a fitting sound like a story abruptly, violently ending. The final chapter, written in a single, brutal moment. Silence descends upon the room, a profound and absolute quiet. The only sound is the gentle, persistent drumming of the rain against the window panes, washing the world clean. The woman stands over Ahmad's still form, the pistol still held loosely in her hand. There's no triumph in her posture, no relief, just an empty stillness. She has fulfilled her purpose, the one that has driven her for so long. She takes one last look, not at Ahmad, but at the closed journal on the floor. A story he wrote, a story she just ended. Then, without another sound, she turns and walks back towards the door. She melts back into the darkness from which she came, her footsteps fading into the rhythm of the storm until they are gone completely. As if she were never there at all. A ghost who came to collect a debt, and then vanished, leaving only a body, a closed book, and the endless, weeping rain. What a powerful, dark, and thought-provoking narrative. It makes you wonder about the stories hidden in our own pasts, and the lengths people will go to when the system fails them. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on this tale of vengeance in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that explore the shadows. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.